Let's brown some bacon, 2 slices. I put in about a cup of carrots and cup of celery, half cup of onions. I like the purple onions because they give a sweet taste to everything that you add. Yellow are good too, but I had purple on hand. Now I'm going to throw in a couple of cans of asparagus that I drained and I rinsed very well a number of times to get as much sodium out as possible, and a 32-ounce box of low-sodium chicken broth. And I'm looking for a real tasty asparagus soup. And it's not going to look like this when I'm done. You'll see what happens. I'm adding in 1 cup of extremely rinsed Great Northern beans. And the Great Northern beans are going to add thickness to the soup once I get it all pureed. And these beans are free on my WW diabetic plan. Normally, I stay away from lots of beans, but these Great Northern ones, believe it or not, are the lowest in carb of all the beans that I've found, except for the black soybeans, but I don't do soybeans. And I'm just going to cook that. I'm going to add a little bit of pepper. I won't add any sea salt or kosher salt until I'm done. And then I'm just going to cook this on medium-high heat for a while until all the flavors cook through. Another thing about the beans is that now I'm adding in a half a cup of fat-free half and half. Another thing about the beans is that, when you divide it into, this soup is going to make 6 extremely large servings. And when you divide that into 6, it comes out extremely low carb. I used an immersion blender here. You could put it in, work in batches and put it in the blender. And you can push it through a sieve and keep all the asparagus out. Look what my honey just brought me, and that's so sweet. They're so beautiful. Or you can keep it just like this, and that's what I did. And I had it with a couple of eggs for lunch and a diet iced drink. And then later on in the day, I had some cold iced decaf coffee and a Quest bar. Good morning. This morning, I'm having my breakfast parfait with low-fat yogurt, cottage cheese, low-carb berry scone on top, about a cup of berries, a little sugar-free whipped cream, and 1 tablespoon of keto granola on top of that, and some tea. Hi guys, it is Wednesday and I hope you can have a wonderful, fabulous day. Make yourself a priority, do all the things, get your water, track everything, and don't wait till later to track. Honestly, it seems easier if you track while you're having the meal, or, well, if you want to enjoy it, then enjoy it first, beforehand or afterward, but do it at each meal time, and then that way it doesn't all add up, and then you have to do it at the, it's hard to remember the little things that you snuck in, the taste, the tablespoon of this or that. If that happened, it's hard to remember that later. So do it as you're going. And if you do it as you're going too, I find that I'm less likely to snack on something else or to sneak something in there if I know that I have to track it directly. So anyway, but do that. Stay in your range, stay in your blue dot range if you're using the WW. If not, then, be very aware of what you're having, right? Just be very conscious and aware of what you're having. Okay. So today is a Wednesday, which means it's a weigh-in Wednesday for me. And I had another loss last week. And so I thought, you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if I didn't have one this week, because the body doesn't usually just always lose. But I have really been trying. So I got on a scale this morning and I am down 1.2. So I'm very happy about that. Yes, a little bit relieved to see that there was another drop. So that means the 6 pounds that I vowed to take off this month, I have 0.6 left to reach that goal, which I need to reach. In order to make that goal, I have to have that by the end of Sunday night, because that's when this challenge ends. So the 31st, it's not on the 31st, it's over, because it was just a 30-day challenge, not 31 days. So I will weigh in on Monday morning, which is the 31st, And then even though I normally weigh in on Wednesday, since the challenge ends, I'm going to do an extra weigh in on that day to see if I did indeed take off that last 0.6. So that's what I'm shooting for. It may be a tall order because, I mean, this is Wednesday to Sunday. That's pretty big. That's a pretty big drop. So I don't know. I mean, I'm just going to keep going, doing what I'm doing. I'm not going to do anything weird or rash or anything. I'm just going to, I might take an extra walk every now and then. Maybe that'll help. Maybe drink more water. I don't know, but nothing really odd. I'm not going to like keep myself from eating and do anything extreme just to take off that last 0.6. I want to do it by doing sensible things and by doing the challenge. So that's it. So anyway, just keep pushing through. Just do today like you've been doing. Make this week count, guys. We only have a few days left, right? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We've got 5 days. 5 days is enough to change something. So let's make it count. Okay. I am going to let you go for now, and I will see you really soon in the next video. All right, bye.